There she is. Actually, it doesn't look too busy today. Not like last week, it was fucking packed. Yeah, just a couple extra ketchups too, please. Honestly, I don't even know how people can eat fries without ketchup. It's just like you're missing out on this incredible partnership of flavor. These are so good. Only problem is I can't stop once I start. But you know, all good things have a dark side, I guess, and that's something I like to explore with my art. Cutting out that world famous logo here and putting it on a pack of cigarettes. It's just a message, I guess, you know, about how much corporations are in control of our lives, and you know, just a reminder to think for yourself and question what you're being told, you know. Let's get out of here.
Banky is perhaps the most mystifying and weird artist alive. He started making art as a young criminal in an unknown location shortly after Y2K. His subversive images and baffling installations are a rare breath of fresh air in an otherwise tepid world of art. And he's just getting started. With his tongue-in-cheek artwork, no targets are off limits. When Banky takes aim, he shoots to kill. Banky's crosshairs are consistently lined up on the foreheads of every major corporation from past to present. Welcome to Banky's world, dark, mystical, and freaky. Interpolation is Banky's middle name. McDonald's is a soft target and has had its reputation desecrated by the artist. The famous McDonald's clown appears more like a sad moron than a respected icon in Banky's world. It's unbelievable the amount of shit that this postmodern artist gets away with. Controversy is a word synonymous with Banky and his devil-may-care attitude. But does that seem to bother Banky? Not yet. At this point, Banky has become in-your-house famous, and his rise to the top of the dog pile is showing no signs of slowing. However, with this increase in popularity, Banky is left with a dilemma. How does he maintain his destructive artistic dignity while the elite capitalist pigs line their pockets with the sales of his anonymous work? All of this chaos leads to the obvious question: who is Banky, and what is his true motivation?
Just feel so tired all the time. Don't even know why. It's like I know I got work to do, but I'm just not feeling motivated for some reason. I'll get it back though. Just gotta feel that fresh air for a bit. And there it is. This is probably my favorite game of all time. I prefer it to Skyrim, to be honest. It's just more backstories, and it's just kind of more immersive and like meditative to play. You just gotta rip around and clean up this hellscape here. Yeah, it's just fun. I mean, Skyrim obviously looks better, but I think Oblivion just feels better, like in the controller, and yeah, you just feel better when you play it too. Yeah, I think art is just what you can get away with, to be honest. I don't think there's any correct way, you know, it's different for everybody. Everyone's using their own tools. Like, I'm using barbed wire here, for Christ's sakes.
What are you working on right now?
Well, this is my latest piece here. It's, I guess you could call it a response piece to a pretty negative experience I had at the old spaghetti factory. You ever been there? Yeah, well, first it takes forever to find parking, at that downtown location, and then when I finally got there, they told me it would be a 15-20 minute wait, which I was, kind of like, okay, but it's in that middle zone, like, do I wait it out or do I just go? And anyways, decided to stay, and yeah, like 30 minutes go by, 40 minutes, just nothing, just sitting there on that couch in that little waiting area by the front there. And so finally I asked, what's going on? And they said, we're sorry, it's just no one's leaving. And so I went back down, and another 20 minutes go by. I'm probably there for about an hour at least. And finally I get a table, and they take my order. And yeah, not even joking, another 30, 45 minutes go by, no checkup, nothing. And I don't know if you've been there lately, but the place is covered in clocks, like all over the walls, and there's even this big sundial statue like in the middle area. I just kept shaking my head, like everything in here is reminding me of how long this is fucking taking. It was unbelievable. It's an absolutely terrible experience. Little research and development here. So yeah, I figured, rather than just sit and stew around about it all day, I should actually do something. I feel like I'm in my head so much of the time that, sometimes it's just a healthier solution to create. And yeah, so I had this idea of an installation based off, one of the dishes that they serve at the old spaghetti factory. And so yeah, just basically set up a normal pot, and instead of the spaghetti or the pasta, I'll be using barbed wire, which I think, has a similar consistency, but it's just got a bit of a different feeling when you see barbed wire compared to the spaghetti. I think pasta came at least in Italy in the 13th century, but I'd say I'm probably the first person or first artist who would bring this type of energy to the dish. Or at least I hope so. Bon appetit. I think the job of an artist is to reflect the world back onto itself, and I want to reflect that feeling that the spaghetti factory gave me back onto the restaurant. So here's the outside of the building. I'll be walking up on the north side there, and you can see the patio. Hopefully someone's sitting there, and I'll just walk up and deliver it to them and walk off. Simple as that. Definitely given a lot of thought, and I think I'm ready, so we'll see what happens. So I'm standing outside the factory right now, getting ready for delivery. I think the old spaghetti factory started in Portland in the late 60s. Food's not bad, it's okay. Probably similar to Olive Garden. There's definitely more authentic options out there if you're looking for, real Italian food. Your food, sir?